Hi all, it's Barb coming to you from my craft studio. I've got a haul to share with you. I'll be right back. Okay, today we went shopping. I went to Ollie's, Target, Hobby Lobby, and Michael's. And I also got an order from Amazon. I'll start with the Amazon stuff. This is really quick. The first item is not crafty. It's an automatic pet feeder. We really liked the one we got at Ollie's. It makes especially that early morning feeding really easy. But it had a plastic bowl, and she was starting to get this chin acne thing going on. She can have skin issues, and I was reading up. And I'm like, okay, the plastic bowl is probably the cause of that. And I tried to see if they just had a stainless steel insert that I could order, and I couldn't find one. So I've had a couple of these saved in my Amazon wish list, and one of them went really down in price. Last week they had a special lightning deal on it, so I went ahead and ordered it. I took the longer delivery date on it because I had other stuff coming, so I'm like, yeah, I don't need it like immediately. And then I liked my glitter highlighters that I bought, but I didn't have enough of them. I didn't have enough colors. I wanted more colors, so I bought this set. I did see one of my Dollar Generals has what I call a pen bar. Not the one here in our town. The one in the town that we moved from has a whole bunch of single pens, and they do have some of the narrower, almost like regular pens, rather than this isn't like a marker highlighter, whatever. This has a broad tip, and that had like a really fine tip. But I just bought those. Then let's see, where is the Ollie's? Here's the Ollie's bag. The Ollie's bag. I found some crafty stuff that I hadn't seen before. Now I noticed they have in the middle of there's like two main aisles. In the middle of one of them is where they keep most of that craft stuff that's coming in. But then down one of the regular aisles they keep some craft stuff, and they had a few things mixed in there. So I kind of walked around the store around the main aisles too to see if they happen to put something more in there. I did find this smart vinyl, which is 12 feet. I was thinking I didn't have a machine that works it, but I bought the Venture last year. I have not used it yet. I'm hoping maybe to actually do some sort of crafting next week. I think I'm finally to the point where I can actually craft. And I can use this on that. It can use 13-inch smart materials or the 25 or 26-inch wide materials. It can use both. Hubby picked up some of the wild cherry candies, and he also picked up some of the peppermint. And then I found this Heidi Swapp book. This one wasn't as good a deal as some of them. It was $2.99, which still isn't bad for a Heidi Swapp book. I should try to, with hubby, pick out some pictures of family members and make them a little book. I thought maybe this one might not be bad, just with like immediate family members. Do some decorating and write down who the person is and how they're connected to them. So far, he still remembers people. He's got, his short-term memory is pretty much almost non-existent. And he has some trouble with other things. The short term is still where he's really, really struggling, which is normal. But he's in the stage where they do start to forget the people around them. So he has had episode. He's had 2 episodes where he didn't know who I was, but most of the time he's aware of who everyone is. I found some of the Cricut insert cards. This one was $2.99, but you get 42 of them, and this is they call it the R10. It's 3.5 by 4.9. So I went ahead and picked that up. This is also that size. This one was only 99 cents, but you get 15 of them. So by the time you figured that's almost 3 times the size, the $2.99 made sense. So this one's all in the gray. It's gray cards with silver holographic inserts, and then the white envelopes. Whereas this one has multiple colors. It has Twilight, Tulip, Powder Blue, as the cards, which Twilight is kind of a navy blue, it's a dark blue. And then the inserts are mustard, party pink, and khaki. So this kind of gives you an idea of those colors that are in there. So I want to get back to making cards. I'm thinking maybe I should start working on my Christmas cards, because maybe if that's all I really work on, maybe I can get my, oops, I bumped my mic. I'm sorry if that got all buzzy. I did not mean to do that. Okay. I'm hoping maybe if I work on my Christmas cards, I can get enough done before Christmas to mail them out. Usually I do a little bit every month, and of course I haven't been able to do that. I did find this Recollection 6x6 card, paper pad. I can't talk. Some days. I'm trying to hurry, and I shouldn't do that. He's fine over there with the girls. He really is. Actually, it probably does both of us some good to be away from each other for a while. They're both the same. I bought 2 of them. I was thinking I'd keep one and maybe throw the other one away in my giveaway. I'm hoping with finishing up my studio to have some sort of giveaway. So I've been watching for stuff that I can, affordable stuff that I can put in there. Hubby liked this color book, Stranger Things. We've watched this show on Netflix. They're finally coming back with the final season in November, I think. I found this pack of cardstock. This one was $4.99, but you get 84 sheets, I think it is. It's Astro Right cardstock in 65 pounds, cutting machine compatible, and you get all those colors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 colors. There's 84 sheets. That'd be what, 12 of each? I figured I could always use solid colored cardstock, even though I probably don't need it. But though I swear, even with as much paper and stuff as I have, you go over there to pull for a project and you're like, I don't have enough of any one color to do this project. I don't know why that works out that way, but it does. Target, I picked up another one of these in the small size. I was wanting to get a large one last week, and I couldn't, a large and small one last week, and I could not find a large size. I did have one at home that I was using for just some random stuff. Eventually I want to replace that one because I stole it from that purpose to put over on my planner card. But I wanted another one to put like my extra planner covers in that I'm not using. So that was the purpose of that one. I needed plastic spoons. Ella, our cat, loves the kickaroos. She loves to take these and attack them and hug them and just generally have fun with them. So I found this which one? So I picked that up for the cat. I'm a Target Circle member. I actually got it, I think, free. If you spent so much there, you got a free membership for a year, which I might keep it out. We'll see. I do like that I can order things for same-day delivery for free now with the Circle membership, and I have ordered a few times. That way, usually when I do that, I have to tip or I feel like I have to tip the driver. I guess technically you don't have to, but you know, I don't think it's a bad idea because I don't think those drivers get paid that much. So, I mean, before I could get the same day delivery, but I would have to pay for it. This way I can still kind of do it and it won't cost me that much more. Then I bought her this little treat basket and it's filled with toys. One of the coupons I had was for $10 of Boots and Barkley things. You just got 10, as long as you spent at least $10, you got $10 off. So I picked, this one I think was normally 11. So basically I got this one for $1. Does the cat need more toys? No, she doesn't. I had to buy some more Tootsie Chews because I like my Tootsie Chews. Oh, this is my, I had to buy something to drink on the way home because I forgot to take my meds at the, when we went out to eat. I'm like, oh, I forgot to take my meds at lunch. And I could just feel my mouth getting excessively dry. I needed a couple of the bigger binders. I have a bunch of, I think the 1 inch. I needed like a 2 inch. I'm trying to put my, I've gotten a lot of planner printables over the years, and I tend to like to just print a master off and then copy it from there. That way I can just flip through them rather than having to try to go through my files and find the one I'm looking for on the computer. It's just, to me, it's easier to have the physical copy. So I want to end up with 4 of these. I bought 2. I bought a blue one and I bought a red one. I think they were on clearance. I need to buy 2 more. I want one for each season. I actually might need another one for just like generic stuff, but we'll see. And then I found this little magnet of this little ghost drinking coffee, and I thought it was adorable, so I had to pick it up. It was only $1. I don't know where I'll hang it because I don't have anything magnetic out here, I don't think. Oh, I have the one board up there that I mainly put my collectible magnets from the post office, and that, what's the next bag? Oh, Hobby Lobby. We were over by the other Hobby Lobby that the first time I went to, they didn't have anything clearance. So I decided to check their clearance out. I bought this one. This one was called Retro Vibes. It gives off 70s vibes to me, which I kind of feel is the era where I basically grew up. So pick that up. I found this little one. I think this is different than the one I bought last week. I could be wrong. They had this one and the little like disco cowgirl one. I didn't really care for that one. My older sister is 3 years older than me. She really got into the disco phase. She was more teenager when that hit, whereas I was like preteen, I think, when it started, and then teen, but I never really got into it. I wasn't very social. This one had this color blue in the A2, so I picked up 2 of them, and they had another one in the 5x7. I really like that color blue, so I picked that up. And then I found these envelopes, which close this way, but they're like slimline envelopes. So I picked up 2 packs of those to put in my stash. I don't think I'd ever seen these when I was shopping. I think they're over in the kitchen area, and I don't always look through that. But in the summer, I do a grill and chill tiered tray, so I thought those would be cute on that. The ketchup and mustard bottles. I bought a couple of Christmas paper pads. This one's called Groovy, Merry, and Bright. I really want to do like a junk journal or an index card junk journal. Kimball's Creation was showing a really pretty one she did, so I want to try that. What am I going to do with all these junk journals? But they're easier to store than the big 3D paper projects, I guess. But then I found this Christmassy one, which this one was half price. So this one was $2, which I didn't think was too bad. And it has those Christmassy designs in it. They had this one, and then they had a more traditional colored one for Christmas that had some like green plaids and stuff in it. But I really liked that one. I did buy a Mini Brands books. This is from the first set. We'll just see what's in that one. And I found this Tim Holtz pocket folio. I've seen somebody else share it. I'll have to get that and try making a project out of it. It kind of shows you on the back what they did with it. Hubby bought some root beer ones there. And then I found some more of the crafting buttons. I found the snowflake ones. How well you can see that. I wonder if I put this behind it, that would help. The white. Yeah, that shows a little bit. The bees. The snowflakes were $74. The bees were $1.12. They were more expensive to begin with than the other ones. These ones were 99 cents, little bunnies. And then these ones were 99 cents as well, the pumpkins and leaves. So I thought those were cute. And I got one more bag over here. When she said she was going to Michael. I know she was there when I got the coupon in the mail, so that's probably why she went. I said, in addition to the 60% off coupon, I have a $10 in rewards to spend. She goes, oh, then you definitely need to go there. I wanted to make sure that 60% off applied to that. Yeah, it did. I found these planner stickers, which I think were 60% off. I got my senior discount on them too. I'm trying to look for this. After the, I think they might have been on like sale or clearance. They must have had them listed as sale, not clearance, because I don't think clearance, the senior discount comes off of, if I remember right. But I got one for $4.89 and the other one for $4.88. This one was reading lecture, so I figured I would use that one. Reading, I do an area in my planner for at the end of, like at the end of September, I'll have an October page, and I plan out my October. I'll plan my October challenge, and then I have a page in there for what I'm reading for September and which challenge it's for, and I mark it off when I finish it. And then this one was called Whimsical Season. I'm a sucker for the seasonal ones, and this one was also basically kind of on clearance. This is what I used my 60% off coupon. I had got the stencil the other day. I decided to go ahead and buy the stamp because I liked it. No other reason than that. And then the fall paper pads were on sale for, I think, $4.99. And honestly, I got the stamp after the coupon for $4.88. Can't beat that. Oh no, not $4.88. That one I got for $3.18. Sorry about that. It was regular $12.99. Though I thought it said $17.99 on the little peg that it was hanging on, but hey, I like that price. They charged me better. And then this paper pad I ended up getting for $2.74. I know why everything came up so cheap, because it was on sale, senior discount, and then they applied the $10 voucher across everything. So for everything I bought, I spent like $17. But I really liked this fall one, the berry tapestry. I know some people don't like these non-traditional colors, but honestly, some of this will not even go into my fall category. It'll just go into my rainbow section. Oh, I like the anthil leaves. That one's pretty. They also had a solid paper pack in kind of that color scheme. I didn't buy that one. Doesn't mean I won't, but I didn't buy it this week. But anyways, that is all that I bought. I was gonna say, I was in here the other day working on my organization. I'm getting there. I did get more of my stamps up there. I'll try to film another video tomorrow of my progress. I did manage to go through my new punches, and they were easy to catalog because they were all just kind of basic shapes, so they only had to really be cataloged into one category. So they went a lot faster. And then I did my wood-mounted stamps and stamp sets yesterday. I still have to put the representations in my scrap rack into my catalog system, but they're all over there ready to be filed with a note of where they go. I still have my, I just call them clear stamps. They're, is it photopolymer? I don't know. Whatever the good type ones are. I still have a bunch of clear stamps. Some of them have dies that match them or other things, but if it had a stamp, I put it in that category. It may not be only a stamp, but it's over there. So I'm hoping to get those finished this next week, and maybe get, what was the next thing? My dies done, I was hoping. I wanted to do the punches because this month was punches, so that I would kind of, I'm hoping maybe through the course of the month to get caught back up. My paper's done, my embellishments are done, outside of anything I bought today. Those need to be put away. I did film my paper progress video and wrote a blog post on it, so I'll try to remember to clip that to the end of this if I can. Whether I'll remember that or not is another story, but I'll try to do that. I'm hoping this next week to film one for my photos and mementos of how I store those, which that one shouldn't be too long of a video. Worst part is I have to dig those things out because they're not as accessible because I'm not in them all the time. So they get stored in a little bit, one of those wonky spaces that you want to use for something. But I chose those there because I just don't get into them constantly. So that made more sense for me. I'm hoping to do that this week, and then the next week maybe try to do my stamps. My stamps probably will not be 100% done because I still need to go through my scrap rack and pull all my stamps out because I want to get all of my stamps over in my calyx cube that's off to this side. I want to get all of those over there. So I want to do that. And then what else do I have to film? Dies, embossing folders, punches, and then next month is templates. I'm hoping to maybe catch up this month, and then next month will be templates and stencils. Try to then get back where I only do that particular month's topic, and then just try to keep up on anything new I have. The planner cart is going to be an ongoing thing because I did go through most of my books the other day and tore them apart, and then I went while we were watching TV. I took my scissors and I was cutting them down. Now I need to go down and sort them by the larger thing. My larger things, like put all the functional stickers in one, all the themed stickers in another, the calendar year stickers in one, and then ones that are just going to go in my rainbow in another box. Kind of separate them down into 4 boxes so that then I can just file them. I did decide some of my setup stickers, which I have that thrown into the functional section, but the setup stickers, like they have the months and the dates and the holidays, I decided to try to stick those into, I think it's a Kirsten bag, instead of on the cart. The cart was getting really full, but that way too, I could, if I wanted to bring it over to the house and set up the next month's planner, I could just bring that one bag in the house along with the planner instead of having to try to go through and dig everything out. And then like I can have the month and the current season in that bag and the current month. So that's kind of how I decided to go. That's going to kind of probably be tweaked as I work with it and decide what works better. Tearing the first one apart was hard, but I'm like, I'm not using them to their full advantage. I've had some of those stickers for a long time, and a lot of it was just, I didn't want to take the time to flip through each of them, so it made more sense to me to tear them apart and file them by, we'll just call it a theme. So that if I'm like, oh, I need this type of sticker, I know just where to go and find it and do that. Some of them have multiple themes. I've been trying where I can to cut them apart. Sometimes I can at least get them into an overall broad category and put it at the front of that section, and I might have to look through those, but I'm hoping as time goes on I can cut up more of them apart and get them filed where they want. I am hoping to also work on some Halloween wreaths. I had bought those wreath kits at Dollar Tree. I think I may have actually bought those 2 years ago and never made them. I want to get those done, so I'll have more wreaths than I know what to do with, but everybody will get a wreath on their door. But anyways, that's all I've really got to share today. I want to thank you for joining me. I'll catch you next time.